There you go. Alright, so I'm just going to start a little bit early, like by a few minutes. But since no one's really here, and technically I started early, well, that sucks. Well, that's not what I wanted to do. That's weird, because I thought there was supposed to be anti-air. That's disappointing. And it kind of is what it is. See if I can get any. Not really. Oh, that really sucks. Yeah. I wonder which is more accurate. Wow, your anti-air capabilities suck. Which is no surprise. Man, if I'd known that was going to take so long, I probably wouldn't have even bothered. It kind of is what it is. At this point, even though there's no new viewers, I'm just going to move on because I'm losing interest. I already been through this scene like 2 times. And I also see no reason to do a voiceover either. Although, why is asking to be trained while they're being shot at? I mean, and again, he's pretty straightforward. Although I do like Opus. Hee hee hee. The little moles have finally come out, have they? Oh, Biss, this is all your trap? Right you are! Thanks to your little cat and mouse chase with the gold, you brought us all the time we needed to finish our work here. You used us, and your usefulness has reached its end. I will eliminate every last one of you, except for Regina. Huh? Looks like he's taken a liking to you, Regina. Lucky you, Regina. Do you want to get your butt kicked? Alright, let's take this guy head on. Rougie! Yeah, I still have so much left to do, so I won't let myself be finished here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to focus on the front cannon tortoises. Let me see if I can disable him, though. Why not? Damn, no effect. Wow, they're actually tough. He's taking the least amount of damage. Why not? See if we can take out multiple targets at once. Can't accuse me of not being brutal. Oh, he actually managed to avoid that. But come next turn. It's a cannon tortoise and cannon tortoise match. I wonder if I can use something to gain that advantage at all. Not really. At this point, it's just a matter of just. I also just realized that I wonder if I can redo my team. I mean, I'm not exactly using my strongest Zoids at this point. He's actually pretty tough. I thought expecting him to be gone by now. Oh crap. 108. I mean, Giant Claw's not bad. Wow, he actually managed to survive that. That might actually finish him. And it's probably not a bad idea to get some free HP. It still might be. Never mind. Yeah, I can't believe he dodged that. You gotta be kidding me. I have no energy left. He actually managed to just soak up all of that damage. I need to have some heavier hitters at this point. I wonder. I think it might be better to just try to disable him at this point. Finally took him out. The fight doesn't stop there. We'll win no matter how many times we have to defeat you. Actually, no. We'll win no matter how many enemies stand in our way. I wonder if I can create a team, though. Yeah, unfortunately not. I thought I remembered being able to make one in the old games. I can't do redistribute either. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try to get some HP back. It kind of is what it is. I'm going to try something else. Shrine Claw still causes the least amount of... uses the least amount of energy. Wow, they are physically tough, though. Luckily, they're not able to cause much damage for using their beam weapons, and they're finding that out the hard way. Wow, they are just soaking it up. I didn't expect them to be so durable. $132. I mean, it's worth a shot. Wow, that did nothing. They must have some sort of anti-laser armament. Finally took out one of them. I'm going to have to give that one a shock cannon, so that way at least you can fire once a turn. Well, I'm surprised that did nothing to him. Okay, fine then. We'll try this instead. Damn, I didn't do it. Yeah, that should help. I hate to say it, but I'm running out of energy. Still, it's not all bad. That's not good either. Man. Wow. I'm out of energy. Actually, I'm just going to try to go for the kill at this point. Up for a second there, I thought I got it. Alright, let's try to break her horn. Jeez, how much of damage can this bastard take? That's crazy. That should do it. Wow, I actually thought for sure that'd be it. That's crazy. That's one crazy cannon tortoise. Finally. Yeah, that should finish him off. Wow. That's a massive amount of HP. Finally. Stubborn little. I'll never lose until I've saved my village. Again with this noisy little brat. You'll be the first to be silenced. So rather than, you know what? Given how much HP these things have, I wonder if they were intended to be Elephanters at one point. I mean, there's definitely no doubt. I could definitely see an Elephanter taking that much damage. But Cannon Tortoise? Ah! Well, who are you? Seijiro! My apprenticeship will be grueling. Will you follow me, Rougi? Of course. Nice. Alright. Time to do some cleaning. I'm actually going to make Seijiro the leader because it just makes sense. Knowing him, he probably wouldn't want to, but yeah, I don't care. Don't go thinking this will be enough. Oh, I wouldn't be so sure about that. As Jack O'Neill would probably say in this situation, there's not a chance in hell. And by chance in hell, I mean there's not a chance in hell he's walking away from this. I don't care how tough he is. That said, I should save my energy. Why does it say 3 That is not a laser cannon. It's not. It's a shock cannon. I think someone either made a mistranslation, which, well, given the work done on Zoids Saga 2, I mean, it's still a massive improvement, not to mention the fact they get to play it for free. But still. Ooh, Explode Bite! Although, Solnak, Solbanak, I get the feeling the B is supposed to be silent, or the end silent, so it should be Bach. Who knows? Pinpoint lasers. So that's 1, 2, 3. Sold 2, 3, 4. I still feel that the Explode Bite should be the strongest weapon, but I get it. I get it. I think I understand why they did that. But yeah, the let's face it, the weapon mounted underneath the Murasame Liger is definitely supposed to be the same weapon mounted on the race tiger. I mean, they look the same. I mean, even though they were designed by the same people, so of course they're going to look similar. Even so, intent matters. And that's not intended to be a laser cannon. I'm sorry, it's not. It might be laser guided. I don't know. I mean, what else are you going to guide it with? And wow, that did nothing to him. But, well, let's see here. Yeah, I'm going to have to heal. I might end up regretting this, but I want to be able to just nuke these guys out. Bye bye! So long! Pain in the butt. I mean, it seems to be shocking them into submission doesn't seem to be working too well, so. 182. It could actually be worth it. Yep, that knocks him out. Yeah, I'm going hard on Opus. This will not be a magnum opus moment for him. Let me just put it that way. I almost kind of like the fact that he's completely ignorant. Oh, shit. Alright. Oh, I can't do that anymore. I think saving up is probably going to be smarter. Wow, there's nothing. I might actually have an item. Yeah, I'm going to lose him. Using the double sword should actually be enough. Wow. That did almost nothing to him. Are you serious? He survived both of those attacks? He also seems to have some resistance to bullets, too. I wonder. Yeah, I was afraid of that. Alright, let's try one more of these attacks. Oh, good evening. Glad to see someone was able to make it. You really haven't missed much. I've been basically wailing on this tortoise for the past 10 minutes minimum. I'm actually starting to wonder if this was supposed to be an elephanter like in the anime, because he's just absorbing so much damage. How are you even able to maneuver at this point? You should be dead. Okay, maybe perhaps using the Murasame blade early on was not a good idea. You know what? I'm going to finish this bastard off. He's taunting me at this point. Actually, this should be enough. I mean, how many limbs do I have to hack off? Oh, are you kidding me? Fine. Let's see survive the explode bite. Just blow up. Finally! I'm trying to get rid of him like for the past 5 minutes minimum. And I've had to do this 3 times. I mean, how many cannon torches does he have? Oh, that's nice. A small setback. But our investigation here is complete, and soon we'll be gone. I look forward to seeing you again, Lady Regina. Yeah, you better fuck off, Turtle Man. Poor Regina. She's weirded out. Hey, are you alright, Regina? Poke poke. She's completely frozen up. It looks like this is goodbye for now, Rougie. Athel. We have our own mission to complete. We must return to our world. Ah, mustn't we? It's gonna be... If we have to encounter more enemies like that with only a team of 4, things are gonna get a lot more difficult. Athel, you really are from another world. Yeah. Alright, let's get moving, Prince. Regina, too. I don't feel so good. Yeah, I can relate to that. Keep your chin up, Athel. Do your best out there, Rougie II. She still will not let that go. Thank you. Farewell, everyone. Goodbye, Athel. Hey, boys aren't supposed to cry. I'm not crying. He just has something in his eyes. I hope we'll meet them again. Oh, definitely. I mean, that's kind of the plot, isn't it? Rougie, let's get going as well. Okay. Well, there goes that fun. And out of the frying pan and into the fire. I see now. An ambush? I assumed something like this would happen. This is the work of Opus, regardless of who it is. It doesn't matter. Not until we blast through them. They're gone? What's with that? Oh, and as for work stuff, I was not exhausted today, compared to the past 2 weeks, with and without the late work schedule. At least you have family visiting this week. Nice. I get the feeling that when I'm tired from work, it's not just it's not physical so much as just being mentally exhausted. Also, boredom doesn't help. Boredom is when I'm tired. Typically, it's because I'm just bored and I just want to move on to doing something else. But it's also like eventually that boredom gets turned into real, actual fatigue. That's kind of why I wasn't able to. Well, plus I've been hanging out with friends pretty late, and I just don't have time to start a new stream. I know I'm not going to stay up very long if I get home at like 9:30 at night. Don't know, but let's get out of here before they change their minds. You're right. You're right. Let's get moving, Prince. Got it. Well, what do you have for me, Opus? I have found a very interesting type of Zoid. They are called Biozoids. Ha! Huh? Very interesting indeed. It'd be better to keep him away from his own interests. What did you just say? Try that one more time. We are in the presence of the Emperor. Behave, both of you. Humph. Mad scientist. Humph. Little brat. My Emperor. Ah, yes, Flam. It is your turn. Isn't that right? Yes, my lord. We will shape the world to your will. I am counting on you. Now go, Flam. Yes, my lord. Pardon my rudeness. We have word from the ones guarding the ruins. It seems the time machine has been used again. What? Where have they gone this time? We can't say for sure. And how many scouts have you left there to at least get some recon? I see. Let's hurry. He's off. He's run off by himself. Ah, he's run off by himself again. Hey, wait, Athel. After you, Earth. Humph. What do you think I'd run off? Humph. What? Do you think I'd run off? I'm already invested. I'm in it for the long haul now. I see. Well, I'm glad. Good grief. Alright, so we need to do something about this. Well, I need to go to get some stuff fixed. I mean, at this point, his command wolf is still easily. Except for Athel. For now, I have no need for that special Zoid whose name I can't even remember. Zoro Knight. Yeah, that's the one. I have no need for it right now. I mean, don't get me wrong, the Hammerrock's not a bad Zoid, but the Command Wolf is still stronger, at least in my opinion. Actually, let me see if there's anything else I want to use. Oh, so did I ever repair them? Nope, I need to go do that. Poor terrorist bombers. Just like Jamie's Zoids. Alright, at this point I can save. Actually, the only reason I wasn't the only reason I was exhausted today because I had the day off. Even though this is actually probably a good way to test out the radar. I think I recently figured out how to make it work or how to understand it. Really, dude? I mean, you do realize I could just yeet you guys right off the map, right? Oh, I see. It's one of those. It's one of those emperors. Bye bye. I'm still trying to like figure out how to use this radar reliably. Although I admit I'm having a bit of trouble. And I apologize if this takes a while to get through, but it does feel as though. Oh, I hate these bastards. You dirty bastards. Yeah, serves you right. God, you kidding me? And it's not like the Command Wolf's main weapons aren't supposed to have anti-air capabilities. 65. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to keep trying until I hit something. What a drag. Yeah, the faster it beeps, the more. Let me just check to see if it's over here. Nope, it's definitely somewhere in that valley somewhere. Not that I really need it, but I do need to practice because I'm still haven't gotten completely good at using it. Okay, so it should be around here. All right, let's try down. Hmm. Best way to triangulate. Well, it's gotta be around here somewhere. I think the higher it flashes, the more likely it is that's going to be around here. If only it worked more like a radar and I could actually see what I'm looking for. Are you kidding me? Well, at least that takes care of that. Hmm. So that means it's definitely somewhere around here. Well, at least now we know how it works. At least we kind of know how it works. Not that I need an insect core, but yeah, we'll figure out the use for it eventually. Now, if only I could avoid any more battles. You're those Arcadian soldiers. Why have you come here? Well, duh, to use the time machine. We were hoping to borrow that time machine. Stop messing around. I'm the one who should be saying that to you. Traveling through time like this? You do know you'll likely be plunged into the middle of a war in another world, right? What? Looks like they won't listen to reason. We'll have to fight our way through this one. Prepare yourselves. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. And I'll disable the bombardment. One down, two to go. Jeez. I didn't expect them to cause that much damage. Okay, that one needs to go. Oof. I have to admit, that's a pretty good first impression. Okay, let's try physical attacks. Are you kidding me? That's doing nothing to him. Alright, I hate to say it, but taking out that other command wolf is still going to be better. If I get lucky, maybe I'll even be able to take out. There we go. Okay, that's not going bad. He's outnumbered 4-1. It's actually not a bad idea. That should slow him down for a little while. Well, no, I have a better idea. Oh, great. It's going to turn into a stalling match. My favorite. Fine. I guess we're just going to maul each other to death then. Well, that didn't cause much damage. Now we're getting somewhere. Well, that caused barely any damage at all. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do. But I did forget I did add thrusters, so what can you do? Good thing I evaded. Man, that extra. Right. I remember back when I could only use one shot. I'm not surprised. Trying to rain him out is still probably going to be my best bet. Well, I'm not surprised. Jeez, how much damage can this guy take? Let's try that. Man, it's a good thing he's terrible at aiming himself. Man, this is taking way longer than I thought it would. Ha, he's running out of energy though. That's satisfying to know. Man, I can't believe I already feel sleepy. I think I might just taken my medication a little too soon. Also, I don't really like stalling matches too well, so that's probably part of it too. Eek! Help us! Somebody help us! Oh, shut up! We aren't going to kill you. So how about you tell us everything you know about where in time your forces are headed? Yeah, yes, of course. Smart kid. We'd better keep moving, Prince. Right. And I better save. I wonder where we are this time. Seems quite different to the last place. Something the matter, Earth? It's nothing. Wherever we are, we better hurry and find the enemy. Good idea. But first, we need information on the enemy. For the time being, let's check out the nearby town. Let's move out, Prince. Right. An enemy Zoid? Flam. You! Good grief. This can't be good. You know her? You could say that. Earth Cruise, it is you. Flam. You're working for the Emperor. As well? Humph. So what if I am? What do you plan on doing here? I don't have to tell you anything. Answer the question. What are you doing here? Humph. Still pretending like you're a leader. Always living in the past, Commander Earth. I will say this much. I will never forgive you for what you did. I'll make you regret it. Don't you dare forget that. Regret? Huh? Earth. That woman. She ran away. What do you mean she ran away? Now. We saw which way she ran. So, let's go. What's going on? Earth and that woman. It looked like there was more than meets the eye. Probably. But for now, maybe it's just better to leave it be. So don't ask questions. Is that what you're saying? Everyone has a secret or two, after all. Oh, look who it is. I was wondering who we'd run into next. Prince! Ow! Prince, are you alright? He seems just fine. What about you, kid? You aren't hurt, are you? An organoid? I'm not a kid. My name is Van. And this is my partner, Seek. Is this an organoid? Hmm? He confused with Zoids to bring out their true power. But this isn't the time to be standing around talking. I have to chase after that woman. This is bad. I'm going on ahead. Let's go, Zeke. That woman? Could it be Flam? What in the world? So this kid is chasing after a strange woman? I'm not entirely sure myself, but could it have something to do with the organoid, I wonder? I don't know, but it's possible. Seems there's quite a lot we don't understand. Looks like we better investigate. Alright, let's gather information around town. Maybe we can learn something useful. This is a sand colony. Travelers from all around the area come here to stay. It makes no difference to me if a war breaks out. In fact, it might even boost sales. Yeah, what makes you think you're not going to become involved the way that you might not like, though? Are you looking for a child? Sorry, I can't help. Suspicious woman? No idea. But I have seen friends of that boy with the organoid. They should be in the bar. Suspicious woman? I'm gonna need more than just that. A tall woman with a mean look? Ah, I saw a woman like that taking a small blonde girl with her. Oh boy. Yes, I remember them both quite clearly. They aren't from around these parts, you see. Could it be her or someone different? Too early to tell. And I already talked to her. She just travels far. At this point, it's probably worth saving. I'm going to do the bar last. Let me teach you my special battle tactic. Ooh, use it well. Okay, let's see what that does. Okay, I can see how that could actually be helpful. Only in specific circumstances, but still. Out of water. All aquatic zoids cannot move. See if I can find something else to use. No. I guess I don't have supplier yet. Oh well. It kind of is what it is. That's not what I would do. There we go, back. Let's see here. Anything here? Yep. Okay, that's not bad. The fire bridge being destroyed has been a real pain. No one can get in from the Empire now. Business has really slowed down. Okay, I know which events that they're referring to. Oh, nice. Looks like we got something here. Smoke screen. Gatling. Cannon plus. Alright, well, 2 cannon. Double cannon. Long range rifle. Which unfortunately is not as effective as it used to be. It used to be like 140. But the anti-air missiles look like they've been given more power. Actually, that's useful. From now on, I'm probably... No, I want to buy one of those. There we go. Interesting. So they made that a thing. Oh, nice. Even that's a boost. Even that's a weapon. Finally, anti-air weapons. Alright, let's go ahead and see what we got here. I might give that to Gabibbles. I mean the boosters. No, that's what I wanted to do. Let's see whether or not I can even get away with that. Not bad. Oh, that's pretty cool. They actually animate the barrels. That's amazing. Oh, I didn't know they did that. Gatling good. Oh, that is cool. Let's see what we got. I might actually want to do something else. Now let me. I just want to look at something. Now, which I might also want to go back and forth between time, but that's a whole nother thing. You probably already see where I'm going with this, though. Fine, AC. Although I guess there should be an advanced variant. AV. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, so it looks like the Gallon gun goes on the other side. Yep. So we'll keep that there for now. Really? How much will it move it to? Doesn't really say. How much? Okay, well, never mind then. Then maybe I'll just keep the plating heavy instead. I think I need a smaller Gallon gun, if even such a thing exists. Okay, so we have... How much? $10 versus $30. That's not bad. But I think I already have a Laser Shield Plus. Yep, I do. I mean, I still have 10 left. 15. Lovely. Oh, right. Huh. I am. That's okay. I was thinking the same thing. I'm not really chatting much either. Here's the thing, I have to take melatonin to like help myself fall asleep. Except sometimes it's a little too effective, and after taking my nighttime medication, I start to feel sleepy, and I'm just not that talkative. I'm pretty close to burnt out at this point. But yeah, if you just want to watch or listen, whatever, I don't care. I am a little bit disappointed that Sir Phobos didn't join, though. Well, I know that. No, wait, no, you did not have an argument with him. You had an argument with, not an argument with Sir Wicked, but you know. But he did at least see it, and I think he appreciates what I'm doing at least. So I guess there's that. Okay, so I can at least do this. So I think I have 25 left versus 35. That's interesting. Yeah, it's going to be too much. So we have 100. Still 100. Well, I guess that's good. People are also busy and they have their own shit too. I mean, what matters more is how they react. Also, people's reactions can also change over time, depending on, like, also social pressures and such. God, I'm so sleepy. I'm having a hard time even forming coherent sentences. Okay, so that should do for now. I I'm actually tempted to go back to Genesis area and collect some more weapons, but because if I can get more of those like double-barreled shotguns, I mean the shotkins that I mount on my cannon turrets, that would help. Oh yeah, several other people, both for and against. That creates a whole bunch of things. Being patient with Sir Wicked would be ideal because he's basically trying to navigate between two different parties with their own agendas. Can't be easy. I would not want to be a moderator. I guess that's why I made you a mod. I want to have to herd people. It's like trying to herd cats sometimes. Okay, the fire bridge at Red River. It was destroyed by Republic forces. It happened only recently, so we know where in the timeline this is. I remember that episode. Actually, Van did that himself. Hey, it's Dr. D! I don't know if it was the girl you were looking for, but I saw a woman searching for an organoid. An organoid? Wait a minute, could it be a kid with an organoid? Yeah, he was making a ruckus about a girl being kidnapped. They must have just gotten lost. That happens a lot around these parts. Seems like bandits have shown up in the rock colony nearby. It's a harsh world out there. Aren't you a little young to be in a bar, son? I guess that probably makes sense. Prince is young. Oh, that girl over there is quite the looker. No, I could probably do that in a more impressive voice. Oh, that girl over there is quite the looker. I wonder if she'll have some tea with me. Huh? Who are you guys? Do it. Do you know a boy called Van? Van? Who are you? We're searching for a boy called Van. Where is he? Like I tell you. Is that how you speak to people when you ask them for something? I don't have to tell people like you anything. I don't like the look of this guy. What did you say? Take a look in the mirror. Stop, Irvine. Cool your jets, Earth. Humph. What? Over already? How boring. Shut it, old man! You should do the same, Irvine. Anyway, who are you guys? To tell the truth, we're chasing down a woman, but somehow Van is chasing that same person? He. What? Yeah, along with an organoid named Zeke. Was Zeke the only one he was with? We don't have to tell someone like you anything. Arg, you little Earth! Sorry about that. Yes, it was just Van and Zeke. Nobody else. They weren't with a girl? A girl? There's a young girl named Fiona. She should definitely be with Van and Zeke. What in the world? Van is chasing after Flam? Okay, so you obviously want to keep this. I don't know if you want to keep this confidential, but I see that you just. It could be. She might have felt like she was. Yeah, if it turns out that she bought something that was different from what she thought it was. Okay, that's good. Then I guess I meet the great goal. If she bought it expecting it to be super rare when it was custom, she might have felt deceived. And I'd be pretty angry too. Well, it depends on how much she paid, how much, if it was worth what, if she felt it was worth what she paid for. But even said, you still want to know what you're paying for. I mean, to be fair, you didn't know at the time, and people, and my one of my friends would tell me this: women can be highly emotional and not always do things rationally. And it might be that she still wants it. She just might feel that she shouldn't have paid as much for it. Maybe she just doesn't know what she wants to do with it. Although, the more I read about what's happening, I do feel that this is a case of compounding error. Like I said, when you're selling things online, you gotta be careful. You gotta be exact. And most importantly, make sure that you know what you're doing. And as you know, if you have any mental issues, that means you need to double and triple check, make sure everything's correct, even if it takes you twice as long. Personal experience. I can see that being the case, but why? What, do you have some sort of idea? Hiding things won't end well for you. I said cut it out, Irvine. If you guys and Van are chasing after the same woman, then maybe we should search together for the time being. Join forces, you mean? Yep. For now, we both want to find that woman. So until we do, let's work together. I don't know if I can trust them. Whether you trust them or not, it'll be easier to look for Van and Fiona with their help. Seems we have good reason to stick together. Yeah, that's why hindsight 2020 is a bitch. At the very least, if you have an opportunity to make the same mistake, again, you'll have this experience to learn from. Hopefully, it's not the end for you, you know, and for you regarding the hobby. I'm just sorry that, you had to learn such a hard lesson from it to learn it. Come to think of it, my dad would probably call this an expensive lesson. Because it has cost you. We've had run ins with the Imperial Army. Since this place is close to Imperial territory, pays to be careful. I see. Well, even if it's just for a little while, it's better to have more people. I guess it can't be helped. I guess we'll call it a truce for now. Interesting. She doesn't have a terrace in the main timeline. I guess that's just to give her something to pilot. I mean, it's better than nothing. I wonder if I can actually change pilots. It'd be far better to give her a terrace bomber. It might not allow me to. Nope. Alright, terrace will do. I have to admit, I didn't expect to get a terrace, so. Yeah. Well, being buddy buddy is one thing, but where do we start looking? Good point. There should be others. Others? Not much time has passed since Flam arrived here. Kidnapping someone would be difficult by herself. You're saying she has someone helping her? True. I think what matters now is what you do from this experience or what you learn from it. And it might define you in some ways, but it doesn't have to be what destroys you or your love for the hobby. I'm hoping at some point, Sir Wicked and others will come around and be more understanding. And I have a pretty good relationship with them, so I should be able to bat for you if things calm down. Of course, the question is whether or not they'll choose to trust you, and whether or not they'll what's the correct word? Berate. I don't want to use the word berate, but yeah, whether or not they'll berate me for being too faithful. I mean, too trusting. I mean, they're kind of my friends too, so of course it makes sense they probably want to look out for me because a lot of people online do have nefarious purposes, and people online who make friends have a tendency to be overprotective. It is what it is. It can't be. Not them again. Do you have an idea who it might be? Desert Arcopolino. They're a group of bad desert bandits. It has to be them. Oh, we remember that one. Seems like we've got a lead. Looks like it. If you want to fight together, make sure you put my teams in your team composition. Already done. Like, that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to see if I can find a certain weapon, though. Well, maybe. I wonder if I can do this. Nope. I'm going to see if I can also return to Genesis era. Probably not. Hey! Alright. So I can do that. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to stock up on some weapons. But this is actually something I really like about these type of games. Or in this game in particular. I mean this Zoids Saga in particular. Plus they're not exactly completely like TMs. They can be reused. Yeah, I love the high caliber gun. It's just like a matter of finding the right. Yeah. Well, it was worth a shot. Let's see here. Well, I think this was 100, right? No, it's actually not telling me. Yeah, I think it was 100. So it needs to be 10. Yeah, unfortunately, the twin high caliber guns twice. Well, I'm not surprised. That just means I'm going to have to earn more money. Still, 105 is not bad. But yeah, I cannot emphasize this enough. Don't bite off more than you can chew. Because when you do, you're just going to fuck up. And don't be afraid to express how you're feeling. And if you need to, slow things down, there's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I do feel I should emphasize. I'm sorry you had to learn that the hard way. I really, really am. But at the very least, you do have experience. So there is that. I'm actually actually not sure there's going to be any traps in this area. Oh, that's just lazy. Hey, I wonder if it's a Rev Raptor. A whole slew of them. They should be fine. Wow. 47? That's ridiculous. Wow, she's dead weight. 99. It's going to be far better for me to just take out one at a time for now. Also, if I can disable one of them. Sweet! 140 versus 160. Yeah. I might end up removing that one. Now, let's see here. Nice. That thing rocks. Huh. I've heard 300 Zoids, but 900. Most collectors would be very, very happy to have as many Zoids in your collection as they do. I mean, as you do. But yeah, I mean, managing your own business, I've heard it can be stressful. That's pretty valid. And I also understand after a while how all that. True, but you can still like probably salvage a lot of parts. It must be interesting trying to go through them all and trying to find parts that match in order to restore them. And that's also another problem, I suppose, with motorized Zoids. A lot of them are probably junk because, you know, not everyone remembers to remove batteries. I'm kind of actually guilty of that. I had to learn that the hard way. And even wind up motors can stop working. Unfortunately, my Sea Panther no longer works for that very same reason. It sucks. Unfortunately, that is a thing. Damn. Man, he's kind of dead weight without the long rifle. Come to think of it, that is kind of why I like the concept of the armsies better than having motorized Zoids. They do kind of lose their appeal when their motors break slash stop working. 60. I mean, I think I still think it's better to try to hit both targets and cause a little bit of damage. But wow, she's just a bad shot. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to try to kill them then. Damn, can't believe that missed. All right, we took out target 13. I hate to say it, but keeping Irvine in the back is still a valuable strategy. That way, he can hit any target. Oh, that was nasty. I didn't even know they could actually do that. Revraptors have become more powerful in the new game. They could not do that in Saga 2. I'll tell you that much. But their long range capabilities are terrible. I'm also surprised at how long it's actually taking to finish these bastards off. There, that should. Nope. I thought that for sure that was gonna. Ah, and you say you don't have money. That's still amazing having time to. And money to build all these new Zoids. I mean, the only reason I know a given model exists because I look it up. I know about the existence of Zoids long before I ever buy them or have them come in. You know what I mean? But yeah, the White Command Wolf was never made part of the original Hasbro collection. Well, this is interesting. So we have not one, but five Zabbits, which, well, let's face it, Zabbits are always going to be like kind of together. And for artillery in the back, we have one Mulga cannery. Honestly, it looks like a sort of reconnaissance group. I'm probably actually going to need to go and. Oh, I should have recovered. That was kind of dumb of me. Luckily, they don't seem able to cause much damage. Ooh, that'll teach them a lesson. It'll be interesting to see whether or not they make an AZ Command Wolf AC or LC. Although the problem with the AZ is that they are bigger, and that means they're more expensive. And the economy is not in a good shape right now. Let's be honest. The less that a given unit costs, the better. I'm not even sure the AZ line is going to actually survive this economy if it continues. And I'm hoping I'm going to be wrong about that because I want to continue. I mean, the Sea Panther alone, I hate the fact I'm just like so. I have so few funds right now to spend on stuff. I mean, even less than time, and that's saying something. I want to get that Dark Sea Panther, but it's probably going to cost at least $100, and I want to save that to go to one of the parks or to travel. Actually, I'm hoping that eventually the AZC Panther. Well, then again, I'm hoping the AZ line makes it overseas, period. But at the very least, the RMZ line has. Actually, I wouldn't mind seeing Sea Panther as an RMC as well. But I understand why they made it in AZ. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. That was before the whole thing. That must kind of suck because you were at a time when things were more stable economically. And not only that, but Trump is just fucking up the economy with. I mean, the price of gas alone. I mean, the next past few months have just been just one disaster after another. And on top of that, you're also having to deal with this crap too. So I can only imagine how stressful that is. I mean, it's kind of the same reason why I'm kind of glad that I didn't really. Oh, we also got another viewer. Anyways, that's kind of also the reason why I'm glad I put collecting Zoids on a hiatus. And I guess I haven't really built them either for a while. Which I kind of. Oh, you guys thinking what I'm thinking? Okay, so that's a biggie. That saber tiger is probably going to be trouble. Also, this looks like it would actually be a typical Imperial team, a typical Imperial unit, except for the odd Rev Raptor in the back. I don't know why that's there. I mean, I guess. I mean, why not just one more Mulcannery? That makes more sense. Well, that's interesting. But why is there a saber tiger? Because um, by the time saber tiger, um, by the time the Rev Raptor was around, the old saber tiger was gone. It had been upgraded into the saber tiger that we know today. So I don't know what's going on here. Also, why is Rev Raptor in the rear? That actually makes no sense to me. Unless he's just there to scout. That actually makes sense. They probably just protect him. And plus, it's an organoid Zoid, which at the time, even now in this current timeline, wow, actually, Rev Raptors would be brand new. This could actually be an Imperial Army, um, or they could be sleepers. Now I'm curious. No, so maybe they're sleeper Zoids. I mean, they're more likely just, you know, they're just there. They're just there. No, I want to do this. Either way, I gotta take out that saber tiger because he's gonna tear me a new one. Also, I don't know if that's Sir Phobos who's viewing, but that'd be pretty cool if he was. But yeah, that saber tiger needs to go. Actually, if I can give him a command system freeze. Damn! It's not very effective. Okay, that's not bad. If that's the case, if I can do that, then. Alright. Okay. So that means they're not going to be as much of a threat. My plan is to try to get his data. Ooh. I wonder if I can at least modify their Zoids so that way they don't, get busted. I really don't want to have to repair her Zoid if I can help it. I think I could do that at least. Yeah, that's not good. Wow, that did almost nothing. Boom. All right. Not bad. I could probably take care of all these guys next. Well, maybe not. Problem is, like, the longer I stay in battle like this, the more likely I am to take a casualty. Okay, that was definitely not Cerberus. If it were, he would have said something before leaving. It's probably just a random, um, probably just a random onlurker. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get some data. And I definitely need to modify that terrace, otherwise that thing's gonna get destroyed. And I'd much rather that doesn't happen. Well, I might have actually underestimated it. I mean, even if I just get a core, that's still worth something. I did underestimate how powerful this Rev Raptor would be. Okay, we might be getting somewhere. Ah, fuck. It's an amazingly powerful rifle. And I already have the data for Egg 1, you stupid. I mean, it's so obvious what data I wanted. God. Okay, so I actually don't see the difference between the two. Oh, I see. 64. So it can have no more than 20. Well, this is actually perfect. There. I mean, I might as well continue buying as much equipment as I can. Well, I can at least buy that. Honestly, I'd probably just be lazy and steal the same idea from Zoids Saga, where you just basically battle straight Zoids. I mean, if you want to be realistic, what you probably would do is you would have wild forms of Zoids, and you'd probably capture them. I mean, it's basically shown in the Zoids Bible, except then you have to make sprites for them. I mean, it could still be fun if we have artists collaborate. I mean, I've always wanted to see like a more realistic redesign take on the wild Zoids. That's an aspect of Zoids lore that's I think is not given anywhere near much enough attention. Plus, I think they should be made more alien looking. There's this artist on Pivx who does a pretty good job, where he makes them look like they're obviously supposed to be the certain form. I mean, they're obviously like dinosaur, right? But they still look alien enough. Oh, I also want to heal up. But there's definitely no doubt that that is going to delay the whole thing. Plus, then you have to sprite them or model them. Actually, what am I doing? I actually have that artwork. I can actually do that. I can actually bring that up right now because I like to save artwork on my hard drive because stuff doesn't always stay online. It disappears all the time, and I don't like that. So I've been trying to like download it while I have the chance. I mean, if you really wanted to get into canon of how you obtain Zoid cores, I mean, this basically shows how wild Zoids are captured. Although I imagine that they probably would have breeding farms, and you could also just buy them. You could buy the core that you need. But I imagine, yeah, you can still capture them in the wild. Anyways, I'm actually not sure about the design for these, though. I think that it looks too much like a mechanical bull. And it's the same for any wild Zoids. They shouldn't look too much like their and yeah, they I'm sorry, this just looks too mechanical. No, 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 no. You could do so much with that. They could just basically look a lot like the life form they're supposed to be, but more. Oh, I actually do have 4 viewers. I just can't see that. They're just, I guess, too shy to say anything. And, wow, I'm the shy one. I'm the introvert. I just so happen to be um, playing publicly and just seeing who's going to come along and watch. I guess since I'm the streamer, though, I guess I'm supposed to say hi. So, hello. I've actually never been much for small talk. I would imagine that this type of formation is basically just an aggressive reconnaissance group. Actually, that could be kind of fun to use. Basically, you have 3 Hellcats at the front, and Hellcats are um, pretty good. They have pretty good firepower for their size. And then you have the Melka cannonries in the back, which just rain fire. Plus, I just like Hellcat's design. Let's just see if we can not. We definitely want to try to get rid of those. Oh, we got some weapons! I forget if I have junk parts or not. I don't think I have it yet, unfortunately. Yeah, I would definitely try to take them out first, though. I don't know what type of weapon that is, though, unfortunately. That's something I'm going to have to figure out later. Nice. That should take him out. This should help save some energy. In fact, that might actually take him out. Well, so much for that idea. It looks like it's just your typical machine gun. I don't even know why you're even using machine guns. The whole purpose is that giant cannon you have mounted on your back. Back, back, back. There we go. Do I have? Nope. Stop that. Why does it keep sticking? It's kind of annoying. Wait, why did it miss? There we go. Damn. I was hoping that maybe I could. Just so happens you have those parts and Zoids at the right time. Almost kind of like it's meant for them, isn't it? Huh, come to think of it, I have a number of parts I need to replace. I just never bothered. I do feel bad for my deed bison though. One of these days I gotta take it apart and replace the tail and motor. Since that's like one of my favorite Zoids. I just haven't done because I'm not willing to spend the money. And I've kind of made my peace with it that I might or might never replace it. I guess that's what happens when you just have too many hobbies. Actually, come to think of it, that's why I don't like motorizoids as much anymore. But then again, the motor was also my fault. I was cleaning. I should not have been cleaning that lubricant out. I even know that. I thought that maybe the motor was leaking. I think I also forgot to use data gather, which is kind of stupid. If I didn't have so many viewers, I'd probably consider just going to bed. That's kind of like how half asleep I am. I'll keep that in mind. Also, okay, so I do have 4 views. Okay, but so 4 people have passed through. I guess they just watched it for 20 minutes. So I'm gonna move on, which is fine. Come to think of it, I'd much rather have an RMZ. I'd much rather have an RMZ device with like a fully movable cannons. Van! He's charged in by himself again! Moonblade! Irvine! Rushing ahead. Again, are you? I'll wipe the floor with these guys. Thanks, Irvine. I'll leave these guys to you then. What? Hey! Wait! I said not to run off on your own! Irvine, we have to deal with the enemies in front of us first. That goes for you all too. Got it. On it. I'm gonna be on them like pasta marinara sauce on pasta. Also, it's kind of funny how the front row consists of 3 command wolves. It looks like they're just a bunch of wild Zoids. This should be pretty easy. Come to think of it, that could actually be a pretty typical Republic Army configuration. Basically, we have. Well, you get the idea. I mean, basically, the command wolves stay in front. Makes sense. I mean, they're both good at long range combat and not so much. Whereas the Gysax have their tail rifles. And you're probably going to want them. They're kind of frail, so you probably want to keep them in the rear anyways. Whereas the command wolf can take a little bit of damage. Well, yes and no. I mean, Republic Zoids typically are kind of skeletal. And you really don't want them to take too much damage. But they'll still take more damage than the Gysax. I actually never even realized how skeletal Republican Zoids are until someone pointed them out. Oh, that's right. I think he used that spray. Well, maybe they all did. Okay, I'm just going to go for the center one. Just get rid of him. I might have disabled him, but it is what it is. Also, I'm more likely to get rid of these Gysax first than the command wolves. Well, never mind. Luckily, the anti-laser armor is doing its job, so... Which is kind of the reason why Gysax kind of... they kind of sort of got retired eventually. Which is a shame, because... I mean, it's more of a shame for the experience. I love that green giant spider. Unfortunately, we only see him in Rebirth Century and never again. That's really what I wanted to see the arms line tackle. More than anything. Okay, not bad. That's okay. That's why I have this. Oh, you little shit. I think I already have information on them, if I'm not mistaken. I think I can build as many command wolves as I want at this point. But the way that Van used them like that, yeah, it's pretty typical of Van. It's also a very good way to get belted. Moonbay would definitely punch Van for that. Well, she might actually. There we go. So there's just a bunch of wild Zoids. Damn it, Van! He ran off. He just can't stay still, that kid. Sounds like a certain someone I know. Hey, and who might that be? Shut it, Gramps! Whoever did the dialogue for the game was really having fun. Their dialogue is just perfect. Whoever did the dialogue definitely watched Chaotic Century a lot. He calls them Gramps all the time. Irvine would speak that way. Quick, there's no time. We have to follow after Van. Got it. Let's go. I don't like the fact that there's all this, but you can't go any further. Well, that's no surprise. But hey, maybe I can finally get uh um maybe I can finally get the Z data for Saber Tiger. That would help so much. Having a large scale Zoid be very helpful. Although I'm really hoping to find Shield Ligers. I mean, it makes sense that Saber Tiger would be encountered first. Since the Saber Tiger's older than the Shield Liger, that should put him into him. Putting out the Rev Raptor is probably not a bad idea. It's far deadlier than any of these fellows. I mean, that thing has the strength of a medium scale Zoid. Ha! Serves you right. Well, at least it's complete. Actually, I'm curious to see how it looks. And on the other hand, you could also you have two options. Either you can paint it over the actual color it's supposed to be, I mean its natural color, or you can just leave it as is. Just again, if you sell to anyone, just gotta tell them, hey, it's not completely totally. Oh, that's an easy blade liger. Actually, I'm more concerned about the dust. I think it actually looks better with the paint on it, though. I mean, if anything, well, it also depends on whether or not you intend to keep it. If anything, maybe perhaps you should actually detail the rest of it. I mean, you already have that kind of going on with what's it called again? Beast Liger? Yeah, you already have that with Beast Liger. It looks like what the parts needs is a nice bath. Because that is a dusty fella. Before you even think about detailing, of course. You don't want to paint him right now as he is. Also, nice. You even got Gojulus cannons. God, I always wish I could have gotten a set of those for my Gojulus Giga. I don't know why the fuck. Oh, he's missing a gun though. He's missing the arm gun. I think he's supposed to have one. Yeah, right here. He's supposed to have a what's it called again? What weapons does the Gojulus have? I mean, I probably should use uh, Iron Bible instead. Yeah, if I do that, then I'll know exactly what weapon's missing. Well, seeing as how it's on that side, uh, I'm actually not sure which one it is. Okay, so that's what weapon's that? So might have the ARZ 20 millimeter beam gun. So it's missing the TRZ 20 millimeter linear laser gun. So I'm hoping that maybe, but there's maybe a chance you got that in an extra batch from a broken Gojulus or Gordos that can't use it anyways. And I don't know if it's going to be the same color on the Gordos or not. Probably because they typically try to share colors, I think. Also, it doesn't seem to be missing any other parts, which is surprising and a very good thing. There doesn't seem to be any broken parts either, which is a far greater concern than dust. Something needs to be done about that, though. That's not quite. Well, it could also be a design or molding flaw, so maybe not. I mean, it depends on how professionally you want to look. And at the end of the day, whoever the owner is to be, whether it's you or someone else, can always take care of that too. Speaking of which, one of these days I would like to become like really good when it comes to modifying Zoids, because the yeah, I kind of got the idea. Makes sense. Basically, taking parts from a non-functioning unit and using it to restore another one, and then you're going to keep the parts that are still working or intact slash usable and keep them around just in case you encounter some other Zoid that can be restored. All tracks. And I'm sure there's like no shortage of Zoids that could probably use one of the parts if worse comes to worse. Plastic is not the most durable substance after all. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and wait. Oh, I know I can do. Yeah, good for fucking you. Still, again, I'm thinking the more I think about, the more fun I think it would be to brute through all these parts and restore broken down Zoid. Plus, if you're like me, you probably keep them organized, so they're probably easy enough to find. Yeah, well, as much as you can organize these things. Hey! A white painted one? I have no idea what white painted one you mean, but if there's a white painted Gojulus, it'd be a shame if you couldn't restore that somehow. Well, I guess it also depends, too. Damn! That really sucks. I mean, that's pretty unique if something's custom painted. I guess that is a risk, though. And I guess whoever owned that custom just didn't take good care of it, and that's the way things are, unfortunately. That's still a shame, though. Plus, a white painted Gojula sounds cool. Well, anytime someone custom paints it. I have to wonder if it actually ended up in jumping owners, and whoever the last owner was just need to take good care of it. But then again, things happen, you know. Things get kind of forgotten or put into storage because you just don't have time for the hobby anymore. Also, it depends on how good the paint job too was. If it wasn't a very good paint job, then maybe it's not that much of a loss, anyways. Ah, that's not the target I wanted to make. Shoot. All right, I need to take out that saber tiger, and I can't miss. Oh shoot. Okay. Also, broken pegs are kind of the bane of the Zoider. Ah, the plot thickens. Yeah, whoever owned it. It could be from a collection from someone who was quitting. That does happen. I think Phenotype sold his entire collection, or most of it. It's unfortunate when it happens. And it's also quite possible whoever bought that collection also ended up coming into hard times and had to sell their collection. Although now I'm curious, was the paint job pretty good other than the broken peg? I mean, did it look professional? Part of me is hoping that's not going to turn out to be the case. Because that just like makes it all the worse. Because that means we are losing a pretty unique unit, you know? Wow, he actually survived that. I'll also have to curious what other Zoids were in that lot. Or like if there are any other customs. What, you mean the silver Gojulus? I mean, from what I can tell, the silver Gojulus is in the custom. That's just standard. Oh, you sent me this one. Yeah, it really wasn't well painted. That is not professional. I have to admit, though, Gojulus does look really good in white. It actually kind of reminds me of the Mark II. But they're definitely trying to emulate the color seen in Chaotic Century. Come to think of it, Kotobukiya released in limited numbers. They released a kit in a similar color. It's hard to say what the deal is with that red stuff. Parts do look familiar, but I can't remember for sure what they belong to. Hey, is that a Sea Panther? Yeah, it is. It's a Sea Panther. Liger Zero. That's definitely got to be Rhanos. Blade Liger. Oh, I see something silver. That looks interesting. I see something blue. That's got to be a Shilder Blade Liger. That could be a Conic Wolf. Oh no, that's definitely from a Conic Wolf. And that could be from a Phoenix. Oh, I think that gun belongs to a Salamander. But yeah, it looks like they try to hand paint it. You can only hand paint details. I mean, for a hand paint, it doesn't look bad. But yeah, custom sim sorter. That's a popular one. I find that there's a lot of custom sorters online. Very popular Zoid. I mean, specifically the Kotobukiya one. Yep, I guess right. Sea Panther. I knew immediately that I recognized it because I own one. Sadly, the motor doesn't work. I think it gets defective and the teeth break. It sucks. Actually, now I'm curious which is probably the most common Zoid in your like among the most common Zoids in your collection. Ah, that one part. It'd be kind of nice if it were like somewhere in that lot you buy it from. Unfortunately, not everyone's like super careful about keeping their parts. You know. I mean, yeah, of course we're gonna count any, even if they come with a CAS. I mean, the problem with the CAS is, I think only Tomy released the CAS. I forget. No, I think they might have been released with Academy too. But I think they came in bundles, and that's those are the only two ways. Of course, Hasbro only released the Leica Zero Snyder as a single kit for stupid reasons. Actually, I'm not even sure they had a reason other than they just didn't want to do it. Actually, it's kind of funny thinking about how Hasbro never released the custom parts because that's like one of the whole point of Zoids in the first place and what makes them so appealing. All right, in 10 minutes, I'm going to go to bed. But let's see if we can not get the data for Hellcat. because they're actually going to be kind of useful. Being able to avoid gaining hit isn't exactly a bad ability. I should be able to, at this point, beat them in one turn. Yeah, I'm working tomorrow as well. Although I did work yesterday, so, you know. Also, I just realized I did something inefficient. Actually, now that I think about it, I wish I could have just worked the whole weekend because, I mean, I would prefer to have Saturday off instead of today. But nope, they made me work Saturday instead. But I'm like, if you're gonna give me Saturday, just or I'm gonna be like, if you're gonna make me work Saturday, just make me work the whole weekend, please. That goes especially if you only give me 2 days this week. I mean, let's just do all or nothing at this point, right? At the very least, maybe I can get the Zoid core. Start building an army of Hellcats too. No such luck. I'm gonna have enough cannonry units to build an artillery unit at this rate. Nice. I wonder how far this goes. I might still end up regretting this, but well, that's interesting. I wouldn't have expected to see Hellcats deployed along with the primary artillery Zoid of the Empire. Well, the fact they're in the front makes me think they're probably used for ramming. And then we have the Saber Tiger in the rear. Well, Saber Tiger. I think it's an old Saber Tiger. And they're probably used this way in the Old War as well. Like by the Zenebus Empire, most likely. And, well, I'm not sure about the Hellcats being used as escorts, but I guess if they're mass produced, it's possible. Yep, it's an old one. This will probably end up being the last battle for tonight. But I'm hoping I can get some data. I mean, I'm pretty much guaranteed to get some good data from this battle, one way or another. Well, assuming I survive. Wow, that did nothing. That's not good. That should slow him down a little bit. Okay, we're getting somewhere. Not bad. But wow, I actually thought I was going to defeat that one. This could be a problem. Oh, I forgot. I think I need to give him armor too. I thought I did give him armor actually. Yeah. No, that won't help. Almost got him. Wow. That's some heavy ass armor. That could be a problem. There we go. Not bad. Alright, let's see what the Jaws of Death do. Not much. The anti-laser armor definitely helped save my hide. Yeah, we'll see about that. That should slow him down. Hard to believe it's taking this long. I still gotta wait a couple more turns before I can try that again. Alright, I guess we're back to using this thing. You know what? I might have a better idea. Okay, I want to see. Oh, shoot. That was too close. Okay, I'm hoping the blue one's in good condition. Wow, the Stormstormer looks really good in silver and blue. Some of them look like they are aged badly. I'm guessing that's not gold paint. I mean, the Stormstormer look good in gold too, assuming the paint hasn't gone brittle. I just like the fact there's like a whole bunch of them though. One, two, three. Well, that one's headless. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. You have over a whole squadron of them. Yeah, I see the night patrol. Also have a bunch of saber tigers too. Oh, the beltway and that broke. I hate that. I basically taped mine. I mean, mine is broken, but at the very least they're connected. Yeah, I had to tape mine. I hate it. That's like the only problem with that's a major design flaw with the Conic Wolf. But from what I've heard, it's the later runs that are especially bad. Whereas this one here has an intact beltway. Well, then again, it looks like most of them are missing them. Except for this one. This one seems to have it too. But yeah, it looks like quite a few. I'm going to guess that is definitely not paint. That's sun damage. Or it could also be dust. Dust can also fuse with plastic, apparently. Which sucks. I don't know if there's any way to restore that. I'm hoping the blue one's mostly intact. Oh, I see it's missing a cannon. Because I really like this one. I'm hoping the paint shop looks as good at close as it does from afar. That's, yeah. The blue one, which means that there's like a 50% chance the paint job looks as good up close as it does from afar. I mean, it'd still be pretty cool if you, like, someone went, did another layer and actually gave it a really good paint job. Although I don't know if you'd be able to actually make an even paint job now that it already has paint on it. I think you'd like to have to use paint thinner. Actually, no, using paint thinner, depending on what you use, could make the plastic brittle, which sucks. Because it's a nice idea. But again, for all I know, the Gochas might have been their first. That might have been their first paint job. And okay, since these guys are like just being annoying and stuff, I admit I'm taking a risk here. I think stalling them out and waiting for the Hellcats. Oh, I just lost the terrace. But it's still the best way to win. Man, that's one tough sword. Still, I admit that having um, being able to get the Z data for Redhorn could actually be worth it. There we go. Not only that, but once I punch through that Redhorn, this whole party will just fall apart. It's just a matter of getting through it. Damn, he actually managed to get me. I might need to consider getting rid of those Hellcats. They're starting to turn annoying. Shit. Can't continue to take damage like that. 40. Hmm. I say I continue going after the same target. It might have some sort of anti. Well, what if I did this? Oh, I don't have enough. Sure, it's taking forever. 40. Wow, that was measly. Alright, I can finally end him. Finally. Alright. I'm probably going to end him first. For now, just keeping up the pressure is just going to have to be enough for now. Ha! Serves you right. It'll probably take me some time to be able to Oh, I guess he is then. 45, 45. Yeah, I need to end those vassals. You guys have got to go. There we go. Alright, so I'm actually going to go after the Saber Tiger because not all of them are going to be able to evade. And let's face it, I'm more likely to get ended by a Saber Tiger than I am by one of these assholes. So I'm going to go ahead and do Gata Gather. And that should end it. Oh, just stay still. Can't dodge 6 attacks in a row. There's just no way. You gotta be kidding me. Would you just die already, stupid cat? God, gee, really, Chris? Really? Dodge every single attack. Finally. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Good grief. What an annoying little bastard. Can't believe I lost 2 Zoids to this stupid team. And he survived that somehow? Oh, would you just die already? Finally. I hate to say it, but I do need to return to some. I don't want to get involved in the fight right now. Of course that's what they want to do. Yeah, you're lucky that I'm, like, severely hurt. But I did get a lot of money from that fight. So there is the bright side of it. I want to see if I can actually develop a Saber Tiger. I can actually do that? I'm not going to do it just yet. I want to wait till I can actually get a Saber Tiger. Excuse me. Well, maybe I'll decide next time. I'm actually tempted to do so. I'm far more interested in developing a I'm far more interested in developing a red horn. Wait, do I have 2 viewers right before I'm about to leave? I guess that's always how it goes, doesn't it? Is Let me guess. I bet a lot of people are just coming online at night, like just to end their weekend. I mean, not that I'm complaining about having another viewer. I just like sorry because I do need to go to bed. But definitely feel free to join another time. I guess I need to like start posting my schedule or something. I think I'm gonna try to do it like every Sunday. We'll see. I mean, that's the hardest part for me because it's right after work, and that's usually when I'm tired. I usually do work Sundays. This is like one of the few times I don't. Also, there is also the he left. He's like, I'm not gonna stick around. What can you do? I was actually just about to post. Um, I was just about to post a link on Discord where you can follow us, but it is what it is. I mean, it's not bad though. I mean, might want to actually consider posting more on the weekends or stream more on the weekends because this has definitely been like one of my more successful streams. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. Well, first I'm gonna save and then I'm gonna go to bed because I want to be able to get up at a reasonable hour. I probably should have led with that. Actually, should not have, but I'm tired. I'm not thinking straight. That alone means I need to go to bed. As for you, I hope you have a good night, Tech Eagle, and hopefully a good week, a good day at work tomorrow.